Hi everyone, Chuck Hamilton with the Warbird Classics and Alliance. Another airplane spotlight. This time we're going to do something a little bit special. We have Dennis and Linda Crooks with us. Thank you for coming and being a part of this. We're going to talk a little bit about the Indiana Warbird campaign, what's going on there. How this event's been 18 years strong, right? And then we'll roll in about Dennis's awesome tire cab. But the reason I want to have Linda in here as well is, even on my phone, it's never just Dennis or Linda. It's Dennis and Linda. Everywhere we go, it's Dennis and Linda. Flying the airplane, it's Dennis and Linda. So this is a very unique and an awesome little interview we're going to do here. But guys, thank you. Thanks for being part of this. I appreciate you guys doing this. We got a beautiful day. We're here in Muncie, Indiana. And we're here at the 18th annual Warbirds, Indiana Warbird campaign. Yeah.
18 years, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. And actually the spark plug for this came from another part of actually into another state that drove over here. Wasn't that how that? What was your spark plug that started the campaign here?
Well, yeah, Dennis, you were.
Well, yeah, there's a long history as to why this event is where it is and the timing. We wanted an event that focused on warbirds. Back in a time when IMAA was a nationally recognized sanctioning body, but they didn't really cater to one particular group, and it didn't take long for us to discover that warbirds and the aerobatic type airplanes really didn't mix well because of the different flying styles.
Correct.
So that's how we decided, because we had a dedicated group of people in Henry County who, at the time, the Henry County Club could put on its own Warbird air show simply because of all the people that were involved there. So this event grew out of that, and Henry County initially ran the event.
And Henry County is a club, is a local flying club in there.
Yeah, the Henry County Wright Flyers. And it got to the point that they didn't feel like they wanted to do it anymore, and that's when they allowed Linda and I to take the event and run with it.
Awesome. And then you made an announcement earlier this week.
Yeah. Somebody likened it to 18 years. That's taking a child from birth until high school, and now they're leaving the nest. So they said, I'd raised my child, and it was time for Dennis and I to be empty nesters. So Dennis and I decided, since he had retired from Robart this year, that it was time to retire Indiana Warbird campaign as well, so that we can go back to being Dennis and Linda, pilot and caller, and just enjoy and do what we want and have fun. We've been having fun for 18 years, most of the time.
Yeah.
But it was time. The show this is one of our largest ones we've had.
Yes, it is.
And it's time for us to do some fun things that once in a while does not involve an airplane. And it's just time. And I wanted to finish on a high.
And you did. You got great weather. You got a great crowd. You did it right.
Thank you.
Someone once said to me, we raise our children to be strong to leave the nest. And that's a hard part to do. You did.
Thank you.
You raised your child that's leaving the nest, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's flying away.
Yeah. And so, that's another reason why I wanted to do this special video. And anybody, like I said, everybody knows it's been around the flying circles, even in competition. Dennis is from racing to Top Gun, the Scale Masters, and all that. It's always been Dennis and Linda, and you've seen his airplanes all over the country.
I want to give credit because it's always been Dennis and Linda, because I was his caller, and some people couldn't remember my name, so I was Dennis's lovely wife. They could come up with that, but that was it. They finally learned me as Linda. But when they let me take the helm of Indiana Warbird campaign, Dennis let me, but it was his name his reputation and his strong personality that got doors open for me so that I could blossom and bloom as
And
well.
then from that, we got 6 other events that bloomed out of the Indiana Warbird campaign, which then created Warbird's Classics Alliance, which this video is a part of, and Andy here is on his YouTube channel is capturing a lot of this stuff. And so now we spawned 6 other events all around the Midwest.
I had a second child.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not going anywhere, Mama. As one of the promoters, you're not going anywhere. But anyway, so at that point, Dennis, let's talk about your tire cat. This started as a Brady kit?
Yeah, it's David Breedy originally made the kit, and it was indeed a builder's kit, and this all came about back in the heyday of the giant scale air racing, and Bob Walker actually started building this airplane, and it was initially intended to have 2 Robart radials in it. And
As a showcase for those radials, correct?
actually, they wanted to try to race the airplane,
Okay.
but Bob ran into some problems during the building process, and the whole project just sort of languished for a while. And so after I became one of the owners of Robart, Bob graciously allowed me to take the airplane and finish it. And I did initially have 2 Robart radials in it, running on glow, and
I remember that.
they flew the airplane beautifully, but I still had some reliability issues.
And I still have a ruined pair of tennis shoes.
Yeah.
You too, huh?
I guarantee you, when you held onto the airplane,
You're gonna get a little wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would get slime.
Yeah.
So now it has the Sato 84 radials in it, and it's flying quite well.
It is, and it's just a gorgeous, sexy airplane. And what's wingspan in this again?
120. It's 10 feet.
10 feet, and what's she weigh?
I believe it's in the low 50s. I haven't weighed it lately,
Okay.
because I know airplanes, for whatever reason, with age, tend to gain weight. It's kind of like us, you know.
Ditto, ditto.
But yeah, with these engines, I rarely ever get to full
I
throttle.
noticed that. I noticed that when you fly. And that's when you know, when you fly an airplane at like half throttle, 2/3, you know you've got a sweet girl.
Yeah.
You really do. What's the finish?
It's Pacer finishing resin, and then class coat, glossy sea blue.
Of course, Robart gear, wheels, brakes.
Right.
And what are you swinging for props?
Those are 2412, I believe.
And what technology? You flying? What technology you have in this?
Multiplex
Multiplex, yes.
Profi radio. Been an excellent.
Right. I remember when you switched to them. So awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thanks. I appreciate your time here on the airplanes. Thank you for the interview. I
Not
know
a
this
problem.
is.
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy we did this. On behalf of myself, Dennis and Linda, the Warbird's Classic Alliance, and the Indiana Warbird campaign, thank you. We'll see you in another pilot interview.